Sorry guys, before we start, just need to show you something. Sorry, we've come straight from an interview, so I have a chance to show you. Big news.
Big news. Is that breaking transfer news?
Right, yeah.
Andoni, afternoon, good to see you.
Good to see you.
I think you know what my first question is. Do you know?
I can guess, but I'm not brave to say it, but I can guess, yes.
You could guess.
Yeah, about the market, I suppose, about a certain position, no?
Yeah, why
I
not?
suppose, yes.
Soon as you brought it up. Just obviously 3 days left of the transfer window. It closes Monday night. You've said all window you want a striker. You've scored 16 goals in your last 4 games, an average of 4 a game. You got 5 against Forest. Do you need a striker between now and Monday?
Yes, we are trying. We are trying, and we continue in the same place, no. But we know that it's not an easy market. Normally, it's okay. It's 1 month, but most of the things happen in the last 2-3 days. So let's see what happens. The club is working on it, but myself as a coach, I'm much more interested, no, in the game we have tomorrow. That is very demanding, so I'm not really thinking on these things.
Even if you were to bring in a striker, would you find it difficult to play him based on how good your team have been playing?
No, we are really thin, so I think we need players. We need players because we need to recover the ones we have, or someone from the outside. But right now it's difficult for us because we are very short, and we continue to be. No, I hope that every game we are closer to having more players, but still we are very short of numbers.
So Bournemouth fans that will be watching the club channels over the course of the next few days, do you think that they will see a new face between now and Monday night?
I don't know. I would like to know, but I don't know, because it's true that we want to sign the player that will improve us and will help us. So I think also it's not an easy market, a winter market. Also, we are very happy with, in this case, no, with Evan Nilsson, with Enes Unal. So we want to keep them, and probably we are trying more to sign a player on loan, because mid-long term we trust a lot the ones we have. But it's true that we need help in the meantime. And if the situation appears, obviously we are all for it. But if it doesn't appear, but we will continue fighting and trying to be competitive. Yes.
And then just finally on the transfer window, we've seen Philip Billing, Max Aarons, this week Mark Travers go out on loan. Can you anticipate any more of your players leaving, or have you shut the exit door and said no one else is going?
I don't think anyone is going to leave, but in the market you never know what's going to happen. I don't think the plan is not the ones who are with us continue with us until the end of the season, but let's wait and see what happens in 3 days. You don't know. Maybe we have an offer of crazy money for someone, because we are seeing what's happening all last days with other teams, but it's not a plan, no.
Fascinating matchup this weekend. I think it's probably the game of the weekend that people will want to watch because of the form of the two sides. Obviously, you're unbeaten in 11 Premier League games, Liverpool unbeaten in 18 Premier League games. As a manager, is this the type of test you relish, the type of test you look forward to, the type of test that will really show just how good your side are this season?
Definitely is the biggest challenge, probably. No, I think they've been the best team, not only in England. I would say even in all Europe this season. They are top of the league. They've been top of the league in Europe, even not going with the first team to the last game. So it shows the level they are playing at. They've just lost 1 game in the league against Forest, and it's going to be very difficult for us. Yes, I know that's going to be very difficult, but it's also a good challenge. I think we are in a good moment. We are playing well also, and I don't know if we we'll have enough for them, but definitely we will try, yes.
You go into the game full of confidence. Would it be fair to say that the result at Anfield earlier in the season was your most disappointing result of the season? What have you learned from that, and what do you think will potentially be different in this match?
I don't think it was a very bad game from our side. I think they were better. They beat us 3-0. I think their offensive power is very big, and we lost a little bit our heads for some minutes, and it's 3 goals because they scored the 3 goals in 10 minutes. After this, I think we finished quite well the game, but it shows that you cannot lose any concentrations, any focus for even 5 minutes, even 10 minutes, because otherwise against Liverpool it's not gonna be good enough.
Just finally on the weekend, team news. I know that you've had a load of problems with regards to injuries over the course of this season. It feels like maybe you're getting closer to a couple. Could you just give us an update on who might be available in the situations?
I think it's gonna be basically the same the same squad we had against Forest the other day. The only player that has started doing things with us is Sini, from the ones injured, Sinisterra. But I think we will assess him today. If there is abuse, it doesn't matter what decision, it has happened on the pitch. Is just unacceptable. It's as easy as this, no? We can discuss if he was right or not from our sporting side, from talking about the rules or whatever. But when we are talking about abuse, I think has to be pretty clear, no? That is not acceptable. Yeah.
How does it stop? How do you get the message to fans that this kind of behaviour is just not acceptable in the game?
I think it starts with us, with everyone watching the game, where we have to be very careful with the words we use, and because if we start taking like normal certain things, it becomes dangerous. So I think we have to start with ourselves being very dangerous. I am the first one to complain about referees sometimes, but we always try to do it in a respectful way.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
There you go. Thinking about the game at Anfield, have you used that sort of 5 or 10 minutes this week to remind the players, don't switch off?
I think they already knew, no? Yes, before I talk about this, no? I think it's a team that they create chances, probably the most dangerous team right now in the league. You see every game they score 3, 4, 5, 6 sometimes. So I think the players, they are aware of this. There are moments in the games, even the teams that have played really well against them, where you are there inside your box for 10, 15 minutes, a lot of corners, a lot of shots against, but we have to go through these periods if you want to take something from the game against them. And I hope we are at this level, and also I think we have to be very good in the other side, because they will score almost for sure, and they will be dangerous because they always are. So we need to match them in the other side and try to be clinical and try to also score goals, because otherwise it's going to be very difficult.
You say it's almost sure that Liverpool will score, but teams don't score here. You've only conceded 7.
Yeah, but I don't expect a clean sheet tomorrow. No. I don't expect. I think we will need goals. If we want to take a point tomorrow, I think we will need goals. And we have to be very clinical, because every game they play, they are the volume, the offensive volume they have is the best right now, and they put you under a lot of pressure. And I hope we can defend well, try to limit whatever they do offensively, but definitely we will have to be very good in the other side.
Being clinical, is that the biggest difference between your team today and the team that went to Anfield, when I think you had 19 shots?
Yes, that's why I say I don't think we were a disaster when we played there. I think we did good things, but when it most mattered in the first half, when we were 0-0, quite a level game, they were better than us, no? And 10 minutes that you lose a little bit your focus, you are 3-0 down and it's over. So I hope we've improved from there, yes.
I was at the Brentford-Liverpool game a couple of weeks ago, and to my ignorant, untrained eyes, Liverpool just sort of squeaked through at the end, a couple of goals in injury time, and they were good, but to me, they were good, but not brilliant. Thomas Frank then said, this team is amazing, they're 1 or 2 levels above everyone else right now. What is it that they do that puts them above everyone else?
Now you talk about this game and I agree, and I think Brentford were very good that game. I think they were threatening, but if you check the stats of Liverpool, they had like 38 shots or something like this. Like had, I don't know how many corners, but it's like double digit definitely. So basically they score 2 and they deserve to score even more, you know. Even playing well against them, they are scoring and creating so many chances that's why I say in the other side we have to be very good. Because even playing well, defending well like Brentford did, like as you said, their volume of shots, of corners, of crosses, is through the roof.
And while they've got good players everywhere, how good is Mo Salah? Where does he stand? People talk about him being the best in the world. Is he the best in the world for you?
I don't know if he's the best in the world, but it has to be close, no? He shows with his numbers, also the consistency, because he's doing it not just this season, it's just every season there. He plays all the games, and is, for me, very remarkable, no? The consistency at the highest level. That is at the end the most difficult thing to achieve, and he's doing it for years and years, and doesn't look like he's gonna stop.
Would you mind just indulging me, because you've been up against the best in the world, up against Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Zidane. What can reputation and name get into your head before you start? Did that ever happen to you?
No, I don't get the question, sorry.
When you're up against a
Yes,
player,
yes.
you know, one of the elite,
Yes.
can it ever affect, you know, can players ever be affected by the name and the reputation of who they're going up against before they start? You know, is that something you have to address and can affect you?
I think you have to be at the level of the game, and the level of the game tomorrow is going to be very high. So I hope my players are at this level. We have the experience, and they have the experience that they've played against them before. So you should be like too impressed, and you know, we've been there, we've been competitive against them. We've never had a point against them. I think it's one of the few teams that we've never had a point against them. But if you want to play at this level in the Premier League, you have to play against the best players in the world, and as a player you have the chance to show that you can be competitive against anyone, and it's a good chance tomorrow.
Who was the best you played against?
The best. I played against very good players. Probably is the best of the best is Messi, yes, I think so. But when you are a right back, that I was a right back, you have to face, I remember facing Cristiano Ronaldo, Robben, Overmars, Ronaldinho, Robinho, Neymar, you know. Difficult players to mark, but this is if you ask to our fullbacks, they will say the same with the players that play nowadays. This is the challenge if you want to play with the big teams, and that's why everyone wants to be there and face them, yes.
Thank you.